Hey there, Jasper here from Castelstube. Today I'll show you 3 different ways to build Lego pine trees, from small and part efficient to large and highly detailed. Whether you're building a dense forest or just need a single standout tree, these scalable designs will fit right into your landscape. Let's start with the smallest and most part efficient design, perfect for filling out larger forests without using too many pieces. Here you can use the cross plate shown on the left tree or swap it out for 2 corner plates like on the right one. If you're building a whole army of trees, or a forest, I'd recommend mixing green and reddish brown cones, like in these examples here. If you'd like a denser look or some variation, you can simply add another layer of leaf elements, just like you can see here on the largest tree. You can pause here if you'd like to take a closer look at the parts. Now let's scale things up a bit. For this medium-sized pine tree, I'm switching to dark green and, if available, dark brown for the trunk. I find this combination gives the tree a more realistic conifer look. In the end, colors always need to be considered in relation to their surroundings. The darker trees work well here on the dark tan base plate, while the smaller green pines stood on a bright green plate. The only downside using the dark green and brown are the limited part options. So we'll have to mix in reddish brown here and there. To offset the second layer of that leaf elements by 45 degrees, you can either use a 2x2 round tile with a hole or a 1x1 plate with a hole. I didn't have enough of these cross elements in my collection, so I quickly borrowed one from the Halloween barn set, which actually includes some surprisingly useful parts for tree building. A nice feature of the leaf pieces is that they don't only work with round plates, you can also connect them to standard square plates at a 45-degree angle because of that small corner recess. The cone piece, for example, doesn't exist in dark brown or dark green, so we have to use a compromise here, reddish brown or black. And here's the complete parts list for the medium pine tree. Feel free to pause here if you'd like to gather the pieces. Let's finally wrap things up with a large pine tree. It can be used as a true centerpiece for landscapes and large mock worlds. Here we'll use a much wider range of parts, giving you plenty of flexibility to exchange parts with alternatives or color variations. These root and trunk details are very flexible. I designed all 4 trunk elements that are connected with the snot technique later slightly different to create more natural variation. And you can easily experiment with other parts depending on what you have available. Trees in nature aren't perfectly symmetrical, and neither should Lego trees be. On real pine trees, the lower branches often lose their needles over time. These stem elements are meant to recreate that effect. Here I'm using a 12L axle, but realistically Any axle, 6L or longer, will work, and the color really doesn't matter as that element is completely hidden. These branches here are surprisingly simple. They're just made from two types of elements, 1x2 round plates and these leaf pieces. And don't feel restricted by the exact design, you can always expand them. Add another 2x2 round brick, stack more leaf layers, or vary the branch density to create trees in different sizes and shapes. You don't have to rely on these round plates with bar arms. There are several other ways to attach the branches to the trunk. As always, just use what you have available. Flexibility is one of the core strengths of Lego. These branches are slightly fragile, so handle them with care when stacking the layers onto the trunk, and try not to declare war on your pine tree if something pops off. These plant stem elements can improve the stability of the branches and keep them from falling apart. However, I wouldn't use them in every connection, it just adds extra parts without much benefit. By the way, did you notice the top section is actually the same for all three trees? There would be an alternative to the cone piece, the unicorn horn, but unfortunately that one isn't available in the right color either. And finally, to give the large tree a bit more character, you can always add some wildlife. I choose an owl, since I think it fits perfectly in a pine tree. But you could also add other birds, a squirrel, or anything else you like. Here's the full part list for the third tree. Hopefully it's complete. And I've also linked the complete parts list in the description below. Let's quickly compare all three designs once more to see how they scale next to each other and to minifigures. If you have questions or ideas, don't hesitate to leave a comment. And if you enjoyed this build, feel free to subscribe for more.